Egypt was the crown jewel of the ancient world, rich, powerful, and proud. Its temples stretched high into the sky. Its markets overflowed with treasures, and its armies were feared across the lands. But not everyone lived in splendor. Beneath the gold and glory, thousands groaned in chains.
Faster, faster! No rest until the stones are laid. Pharaoh's work must never stop.
The Hebrews, God's people, were forced into slavery. The Bible says in Exodus 1:11-14 that the Egyptians set taskmasters over them to afflict them with heavy burdens, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel serve with rigor.
Why must we always work so hard, Mama? My arms ache.
Be strong, my child. The God of our fathers has not forgotten us. One day, He will send deliverance.
Day after day, the Hebrews walked under the scorching sun, building storehouses for Pharaoh. Their sweat and tears mixing with the dust of Egypt. Pharaoh feared the Hebrews. He saw their numbers grow, and in his pride, he trembled at the thought of losing power. So, Pharaoh gave a terrible command, one that would bring tears to countless families. The Bible says in Exodus 1:22, every Hebrew baby boy must be thrown into the Nile, a decree of death spoken by a king, enforced by soldiers.
Hear me, people of Egypt! The Hebrews have grown too strong. If their sons live, they may rise against us. Every Hebrew baby boy must be cast into the Nile.
No, not my child. Please, Lord, protect him.
You heard Pharaoh! Search every home! No Hebrew boy must be spared!
Stay strong, my love. The God of Abraham is watching us. He will not forget.
Among the Hebrews was a woman named Jochebed. She had just given birth to a son, a beautiful child. When she looked into his eyes, she knew this boy was special. The Bible says in Exodus 2:2, and when she saw that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months. Jochebed held more than a baby. She held God's promise. Like Mary with Jesus years later, it was revelation. She believed God had chosen this child for something greater.
My son, my precious boy, the Lord has given you to me, and I know you are His gift. Mother, is he safe? The soldiers, they're still searching. Hush, Miriam. We must be brave. God has a plan for this child. He will be protected. What if they hear him, Mama?
You heard Pharaoh! Search every home! No Hebrew boy must be spared!
Then I will trust the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He saved our fathers. He will save my son.
As months passed, the danger grew. The soldiers searched harder. The cries of infants brought fear to every home.
Stay strong.
Jochebed knew she could not hide her baby forever. The Bible says in Exodus chapter 2:3, and when she could no longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and daubed it with slime and with pitch and put put the child therein. With trembling hands, she began to weave a basket, a cradle of faith.
You heard Pharaoh! Search every home! No Hebrew boy must be spared!
We can't hide him much longer, Jochebed. If the soldiers find him,
Then I'll place him in the hands of God.
You heard
He
Pharaoh!
gave us
Search
this
every
child,
home! No Hebrew
and
boy
He
must be
alone
spared!
can keep him safe.
Mother, what are you making?
A basket, my daughter. Not just any basket, but a vessel of hope. With this, we entrust your brother to the river and to God's promise.
it is a hard thing to let him go.
Yes. But better
You
to
heard
trust the
Pharaoh!
river with
Search
God's
every home!
hand
No Hebrew boy
than
must be
Pharaoh's
spared!
soldiers with their spears.
You heard Pharaoh! Search every home! No Hebrew boy must be spared!
She walked through the dark before the sun, holding her child, her only one. Steps were slow, her heart beat wild. The Nile was waiting for her child. Miriam watched, quiet and near, eyes full of wonder, eyes full of fear. The water moved, the mist did rise, but faith was deeper than her cries. River of destiny, carry him slow where I can't reach, but you will go. I give him now with all my heart to the God who set him apart.
They reached the Nile, a river of danger and hope all at once. Its waters carried life to Egypt, but its depths could swallow anything placed in it. Yet for Jochebed, this river became an altar of trust.
You heard Pharaoh!
The Bible
Search
says
every
in
home!
Hebrews
No Hebrew boy must
11:23,
be spared!
by faith, Moses, when he was born, was hidden 3 months by his parents, and they were not afraid of the king's command. By faith, Jochebed placed her son into the waters, believing God's promise was stronger than Pharaoh's decree.
My son, may the Lord who gave you to me guard you now. You are his before you are mine.
Mother, won't he be afraid? What if the river carries him away?
No, my daughter. The same God who parted seas for our fathers will guide these waters. Watch carefully, Miriam. Do not let him out of your sight.
Yes, Mama. I'll stay hidden and watch.
Jochebed, you are braver than I. You've given him twice, once to us, and now to God.
Then came the moment no one could have planned except God. Pharaoh's daughter, a princess of Egypt, stepped down into the Nile with her maidens. She thought it was just another morning, but heaven had written a miracle into the reeds. The Bible says in Exodus chapter 2, verse 5 and 6, "And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river. And when she saw the ark among the reeds, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby wept."
What is that among the reeds? Bring it to me.
Yes, my lady.
A child, a Hebrew boy. Look at him, weeping. Oh, how precious.
My lady, Pharaoh commanded that all Hebrew boys...
Hush. This child will not die. No, he will live. I will raise him as my own.
God has done it. He has touched her heart.
But nearby, watching from the shadows, was Miriam, the baby's sister. Her heart raced. She was only a child, but courage stirred within her. This was her moment.
My lady, shall I find a Hebrew woman to nurse the child for you?
You? Yes, that is wise. Do so.
Yes, my lady, at once.
And so the princess's kindness and Miriam's boldness wove God's plan together. The baby would not only live, he would return to the arms of the mother who had wept over him. Faith was rewarded and hope was restored. And so the child's own mother was paid to care for him, safe from Pharaoh's decree, safe in the arms of love. What the enemy meant for destruction, God turned into blessing.
My son, God has returned you to me, and Pharaoh himself has paid for your life.
When the boy grew older, his mother brought him back to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. The Bible says in Exodus chapter 2 verse 10, "And she called his name Moses, and she said, because I drew him out of the water." God placed the deliverer inside the enemy's own house to learn their ways so that one day he would rise to defeat them.
Come, my son. Today you walk not as a slave's child, but as a prince of Egypt.
The boy walks with Pharaoh's house now, my lady.
Go, my son. Remember who you are, even among kings.
God's hand is on him. I know it.
And that's how a slave son became a prince of Egypt. But God had more in store. Next time, we'll see what happens when the prince sees the suffering of his people and can't stay silent.
I was raised in the palace, but my heart beats with the slaves.